Go live? Okay, there we are.
Yeah, you can have a refund. You can have a refund.
Okay, thank you, Emily. Destination could not be started. Hold on, I'm having a streaming issue. Facebook is not streaming today. Can I ask for a volunteer friend to go into Facebook and to post there that we are sorry and tell them to move over to Zoom or rotb.org? But Facebook, can I ask Maria, can you do that or should I find it?
No.
Can't do it. Okay.
Someone else, please.
Someone else on Facebook. Jeff, are you able to go on Facebook to our Facebook groups, the number 4 and then ROTB?
Okay, hold on.
Thank you, Jeff. Okay, so while we are working out technical difficulties streaming to Facebook, let me say hi. I'm Rabbi Brian, Zachary Mayer. I am excited to be here. I am, drumroll, 97% funded on the Kickstarter for publishing the book. If you did not already brave Kickstarter, which I know is a new technology for a lot of people, if you haven't already braved Kickstarter, you can order the book in audiobook, ebook, softcover, or deluxe hardcover gift edition. And you might be the one who pushes us over into 100%. I'm very, very excited. Totally excited. You will know when the book is 100% funded because you're going to hear a squeal coming from Northeast Portland. It's going to be me.
A squeal? Really? A squeal? That's all? Just a squeal?
I'm hoping for a squeal. I have a deep resonant voice. Squeals are very difficult to come by.
I don't understand Kickstarter. I don't know.
Okay, so if you couldn't order it on Kickstarter, my dear friend Emily and other people, I will have another way of, once Kickstarter is funded, I will figure out a different way to get the books available to people. That will happen. All right. Wait. Let's take a minute. Let me take a minute. I get so excited to see all of you. I get so excited to see everyone who's here. I'm going to put everyone on the screen. I get so excited it amps me up. And then I wind up going at a pretty fast clip. So hello, all my friends in all the little boxes here. Good to see you. Oh, I'm so glad that you're here. So glad that you're here. And I'm going to go back to the regular camera where it's just me on the screen for a little while. But I'm looking at you. Oh, that could be creepy. Please hear that with...
I'm looking at you.
Yeah. Let's keep... I want to start with an outline. I have an outline. Okay. If you are new, welcome. We took it to a vote and we decided we are not going to have you introduce yourself because we don't want to embarrass people. That is not ever a goal. I do want to ask people who are willing to speak on camera to raise their hand when they have an answer to this one. What % awesome are you right now? And feel no pressure to be, I'm 99% awesome. I would love to hear from people, you know what? I'm like 18% awesome and I'm down from 25 and I'm having a shit week. So how are you doing on a scale of, how are you doing? Honestly, how are you doing right now? Yeah. Why don't we do that? Why don't we do it that way on the visual? If you're feeling all the way up, put your hand all the way up. If you're feeling down in the shits, because life sometimes is like that, put your hand down. Keep your hand where it is if you are okay sharing with the group as a whole. Put your hand down if you do not want to be involved in conversation. Okay, wonderful. Al Brown, how are you doing?
Yeah, I've had better days. Definitely had better days.
I appreciate
maybe
you.
40%. Maybe
40%.
40%.
And is this 40% where last week you were at 70, or is this 40% last week you like? Can you fill in the
It's been
snapshot?
a crazy 2 weeks. It's hard to remember a week back.
Okay.
I'm
I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah.
Appreciate your honesty. Thank you for that. Jordan, how are you doing? You had your hand up.
Hanging in. I'm hanging in, Brian. Yeah, 35, 40. I'm in there. I'm coming back up. I've been struggling with mood lately.
Yeah. Time out. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Al. Holy shit. Did we just have white men who were vulnerable in public?
Holy crap.
I'm delighted by it. Just a quick question for everyone. What happened to your mood when you heard people being honest about their mood?
Better?
Yeah. You feel a connection, a humanity.
Yes.
Affirmation.
How are you? I think we can use when somebody says, how are you doing? We can use it as an opportunity. This is a great spiritual practice. Here it is. When someone says, how are you doing? Ponder it. And decide if you want to share or not. We are going to have 3 points of things that were learned in the sorry, I was trying to do too many things at once. I was trying to write down the thing I just talked about so that I could put it in the 2-bullet summary of this service, and I couldn't remember it while I was trying to introduce Lori at the same time, and then I went back and forth in my brain, and I remember I was going to talk to Lori next. What was the thing? This is not. I would totally do this as a teaching gag to make you learn something, but I am not clever enough to have thought of this ahead of time. I seriously had to have a blank. What was the thing we were just talking about? Now I'm going to use it as a teaching opportunity. Could you fill in? You know how I always send out the 2-bullet summary of here's what we talked about? What would you have me put in?
Yes.
What would you have me write?
White man sharing is okay.
White men sharing is okay. I like that.
And then
What else? I have more paper.
There is a cost for not forgiving.
Yes.
Yeah, that was before the 8 o'clock hour. Thank you. That was one. And then the thing we were just talking about before that was, if somebody asks you, how are you?
Awareness about you doing.
Vulnerability is connecting.
Oh, hold on. We can close the service right now. We're done.
Okay, thanks.
Once we got the bullet points, we're done.
Bye-bye.
Vulnerability leads us to connection. You can't connect if you're not being vulnerable. Rocks don't really make long friends. That's a stupid phrase.
But they make great pets.
Well, good morning. Good morning. Let me go back to where I was trying to go to. Is Religion Outside the Box has an intern, and so that's Lori. Yay, Lori. Lori, we came up with the idea that at the beginning of each service, Lori would tell 3 things I learned. So here we go. We take it away, Lori. 3 things I learned.
We can't hear Lori.
Lori?
Can't hear me?
There you are.
Poor Lori's on the spot now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you, Lori.
Yeah.
We can hear you
Yeah,
now.
you can't hear me. Okay. So it's a good segue because I have down at and I wrote this. I didn't write this when you were talking about vulnerability, but I said the fact that I made myself vulnerable at a meeting with everyone made me feel like part of the community, and it reminded me, and 2 people actually reminded me that this is my community now. So that was wonderful. And And I said that both in my personal life and with religion outside the box, I've learned that control is an illusion. And all the annoyances that we talked about last week were
That's deep. Shit. Okay. Control is an illusion. Well, let's.
okay.
It's true. I think you're totally right. I forgot to learn that.
Yeah,
That's wonderful.
Say that again.
And all the annoyances that we talked about last week were
Wait. Hold
things
on a
that we
second, Lori.
couldn't
Hold on.
control.
Can you go back to
Yeah.
the control one?
Yeah.
Can you tell us? You said control is an illusion, and then some people said they wanted to hear a little more about that.
Well, I just at
sorry.
least wanted to be reminded again.
Well, I think that I've been reading lately about process theology, which is kind of interesting to me, and it's about how the God of our understanding isn't necessarily in control. It's a different way of thinking about the divine that they're not in control of the random things that happen in our lives.
Yeah,
and that
yeah,
really
yeah.
spoke to me. Yeah.
I love
and
that,
I started
Lori.
thinking about why do humans need so much control, and why do we try to control things? And I haven't come up with that answer yet.
So
But
I'm going to time
I
you
think
out because I had written this down, and it's a question for you to think about. Not you, Lori, you, everybody. How do we reduce our need to control? That's a little homework question. All right, Lori, give us third thing you learned.
Oh, and the third thing, just a sec, I have to put my we talked, I think I said this at one of the meetings, but we talked about how the fact that if someone annoys you, they annoy you regardless
Right.
of, you just, anything
Lori,
that they say.
we are seeing your desktop view on your phone right
My
now.
phone.
It's adorable.
There we go.
Okay.
Technology is not my thing.
And
As you
if
can
we, Lori, if we did not adore you, we might find your change in camera to be annoying.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing everyone likes me a lot because the changes in cameras and all the technical foul ups that I make, I appreciate everyone liking me enough to forgive me. Do you have more, Lori? Sorry, I feel bad about interrupting.
Oh no, that's okay. So, if someone annoys you, it doesn't matter what they do, they're gonna annoy you. And that reminded me of someone very wise who once told me that sometimes we dislike people on sight because they remind us of people that trigger us or people that we've had difficulty with in the past. And so I've always remembered that, and I'm not always successful, but I try to give people space to be annoying or to not be annoying. And some people that originally triggered me, some people have ended up being my friends now, and because I gave them a chance because of that. Yeah.
Thank you,
Those are my
Lori.
3 things.
Ron's got his
Thank
hand
you,
up.
Lori. And no pressure, but next week we'd like to hear 3 things that you learned again.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure, because this is religion outside the box, that you could just recycle the same 3 things every week, and we would have to give you an A. Speaking of religion outside the box, this is the first Saturday of the month, and I needed. This is. Hold on, I'm. There, I had forgotten my official religion outside the box membership card. So I just made myself a new one. If you need a religion outside the box membership card, okay. Any religion outside the box membership questions, housekeeping, resentments, any things we at Religion Outside the Box headquarters did that you want to shame us for publicly? Any benefits of being a Religion Outside the Box member that you discovered recently
Yes. Mhm.
There are a lot of benefits, and everyone who is a Religion Outside the Box member is going to be getting an award today. It is called the
Yay.
Pee Yourself Award. Let me explain how that worked.
Okay.
I had a meeting on Tuesday, and the guy's a little bit late. And he says, "Sorry, I'm a little bit late. I went to go pee, and I peed on myself."
Ooh.
And I was so made comforted by his ability to be human. And I thought, at the age of 25, 30, I never, if I peed myself, I would have hoped the ground swallowed me. And I remember, I was just telling a few people before the service, I remember being with my dad, walking in a supermarket, and I still remember, how memories are. I remember the supermarket aisle, and my dad just farts, like in public, and he just...
Oh, no.
And I remember my two feelings at the time. The one was utter disgust, and the other was unbelievable pride and admiration that he could not give a shit that much.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, I want one day to be able to pee myself in public and not care. The ability, and Shmuel, where's Bob helped us with this at the beginning of the service. If we're talking about forgiveness, the sooner we forgive ourselves for our humanity, the less forgiveness it takes. The quote we had started with, I moved and I forgive myself because I'm human. The quote we started with was this. If you want to write something down, this is a good phrase. Forgiveness is most powerful the faster it is applied. Just take a moment to think about that. Forgiveness is the most powerful the faster it is applied. The sooner you forgive, and let's go the other way. If you don't forgive, you build up, and my friend Andy said this, you build up resentment, anger, and hatred. R-A-H. Rah, rah, rah. Resentment, anger, hatred. The longer it is for you to forgive, the more resentment, anger, hatred. And then it takes more forgiveness. And I'm not talking and I want to take it outside the realm of them, of forgiving a person who did a thing or a corporation that did a thing. We're not talking about anything outside of ourselves right now. I want to give everyone who has a Religion Outside the Box membership, if you have a Religion Outside the Box membership, I want to give you the I Just Peed Myself award. I want to tell you, I want to know that you're willing to forgive yourself for being human. Mm-hmm. And we're going to try a little thing. I ask a question. Do you forgive yourself for being human? And you answer that question.
Yes.
Yes.
And I ask, really? Do you forgive yourself for being human? Because I hear some of you and it sounds like lip service. Do you really forgive yourself for being human? I mean, really think about it. If you were to give yourself a grade for being human and forgiving yourself for your trespasses, for your foibles, for your being human, for peeing yourself. Do you?
I do now. I don't think I did 6 months ago, but I do now.
And if everyone had an answer just like Joe, I'm doing it better now than I ever have.
Amen.
Amen. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
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 if I can forgive myself now better than I've ever forgiven myself. Amen.
Amen.
Okay,
I was
that felt like a very good little moment we all just had. Go ahead, Lori.
Can I just say something?
You are the religion outside the
was
box
just gonna-
intern.
I
You
was-
interrupt. You do it, Lori.
I think that when we take time to forgive, we spend a lot of time internally justifying why we feel that way, and it takes a lot of effort to stay angry and to stay in that non-forgiving spot, and so I think it is detrimental to us personally.
Yeah, but whoa. Slow down there, Lori. It is so much fun. It is so much fun to have resentments and anger and hatred. I love that shit. That's like candy to me.
No.
And if we are to really forgive ourselves, we're going to have to give up that candy.
Mhm.
Amen.
Amen.
Yep.
Okay, I saw somebody else's hand up, and I will admit to you right now, my computer screen went black. So I'm there. We're back now. Okay, we're back now. Was there somebody who I hadn't even heard from? Yeah, who I haven't heard from, Shmuley or Alex? Let's hear from you.
Well, one interesting thing is that even though having resentments towards somebody may seem like candy, in the long run, won't set you well.
You're right. You're right. Perfect way of playing. Nice. You're not going to feel well afterwards. Of course, it's not good nutrition. Thank you, Shmuley.
Exactly.
Alex.
I want to say that in a lot of cases this is correct, but in some cases I think that the anger and the resentment actually is a good thing. Now, hear me out before everybody goes, wait a second. Okay.
No. Do it, Alex. Do it.
If something really terrible has happened to you, and it's really easy to kind of go off into two paths, right? You can be angry and resentful and do something about it because that anger and resentment fuels action.
Yeah.
Curl up into a ball and feel sorry for yourself that this terrible thing happened, right? And so sometimes
I think there's some more than just those two options, but there are definitely those two options.
But sometimes when really rotten things happen, it's really easy to curl up and get really depressed.
Yeah.
And
Amen.
just
Everybody
give
has a
up.
problem with that.
And so if you let that, if you channel that anger and resentment into action, especially if what it is that's bothering you is actionable, then you can use that energy from your rage to air quote fix things, or at least move yourself into a better place.
I think the quote is saying, if you are going to forgive, it's easier to forgive sooner than later.
Right.
And I will tell you, I get a little bit triggered about that stress is good for. I grew up in a lot of I grew up in a very, very small island, and the island had its own culture. And one of the things we used to say on that island was that stress is a good thing. And then at some age, I realized everyone was wrong. Stress is not a good thing. Actually, I'd rather not be stressed, and you can make fun of me behind my back that I'm not stressed and I seem so hippy-dippy.
Ooh, I'm stressed.
But, yeah, okay. Okay, there was a request from last week. Somebody said, "Hey, you're a rabbi. Teach us a Hebrew word." So here's the word. Everyone see that?
Yes.
Okay, so it's Gosis. Nicely done, Shmuley. So this is you see how it looks a lot like a camel? This letter, that's the Gimel. It was named after a camel because it looks like a. This second letter, so we have a G sound at the front. This second letter, don't fuck with Hebrew. This could be a V or a W or an O or a U. Moreover, it can mean and, but, and or, plus it has the magic ability to take the verb that follows it if the verb is in the past tense and turn it into the future tense.
Yeah.
It is the most popular letter to start words in the Bible. Now, just take what I just said. It can mean and, or, but, with, on. It can change the future to the past or the past to the future. And it can sound like an oo, an o, a w, or a v. Or a, I did you already. So Hebrew's complicated is what I'm trying to say. But this is go, kind of gimel, then this is an O sound. And this is a more recent letter S. We have 2 letter S's. This is the more recent one. It's easier to keep track of. It looks like an O. And the word is gosis. Gosis. And I looked it up because I didn't think there was an English word for it. And that's why I wanted to share it. There is an English word for it, but most of us don't know the English word. The English word for it is moribund. M-O-R-I-B-U-N-D. Moribund, I had a professor. Whoops. There we go. Moribund. Moribund is the English. That's funny because it's not really English if nobody knows the word. So is the of the gosis, and it means gosis. My Professor Passamanik, who blessed memory, he said gosis is the stage of life. It is a life stage, and it's the one that comes right before death. Professor Passamanik described it as the time in life where you have 1 foot on a banana peel and 1 foot in the grave. I think it's an important word. And the reason I think it's an important word is because if you have the word, you have a better chance to understand that there is a stage of life. And it's not just a day or a week. Sometimes it's months. Sometimes you watch your loved one go through this gosis. It's been a gosis for 30 years. It's a stage of life. And for me, just knowing that that is a part of life, just like all of the others. Learning how to walk was a stage of life. Toddler was a stage of life. That gosis is a stage of life. Okay, that concludes Rabbi Brian's Hebrew moment.
Toda.
Right.
Hold on.
I have a question.
Go ahead. I heard there was a question. Was there a question?
Yeah. When does gosis turn into gnosis?
Doesn't always.
Thank you, Jack. Michael.
In Hebrew, can that word apply? Like, I can have a moribund day, or
yeah,
my garden
Hebrew
can be moribund. Is that, or is it literally before you die?
Look, man, I really only ever got as strong as biblical Hebrew. I'm sure there have been Hebrew poets who have used the word in creative ways. I don't know.
If you're looking at the pastoral theology stuff, which I did a lot working in my dissertation, it's used very specifically with all the rights of the dying and things like that. companioning people.
Yeah.
And the person is referred to always as Gosis. The person.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the word is used there.
But not, and is moribund used as well?
Oh, I know moribund, and I don't know. No, not used the same way.
But Gosis was used. Oh, that makes me really happy to hear.
Yeah.
Good. It's a stage.
Yeah.
We are going to break into small groups. And for those of you who want to remember the power of unions, on the Wednesday planning meeting, they strong-armed me into everyone doing an 8-minute small group. And then I said, okay, if it's going to be an 8-minute small group, I'm going to ask people to answer more questions during the 8 minutes. And they forgave me for being wrong. And there are 2 prompts that I have for you for our 8-minute breakout room. 1, take a moment of gratitude. What are you grateful for? I'll tell you mine. That we as human beings can turn strong emotions into water and tears. Mm-hmm. I'm grateful that I can cry when I get really hurt. 1, gratitude. 2, what's something you need to practice? What's something that you'd like to improve? Not that you ain't perfect exactly as you are, but if you could do one thing and get some practice time in on it, what would be something you want to practice? Okay. Alex, are we ready at the small groups? I lost Alex. There we go. There are the small rooms. So I will talk to the people who are on Facebook. Hi, Alex.
Hello.
I had a question for you.
What was your question?
I don't know. I have absolutely no idea.
Okay.
Who's in our group? They look like, oh no, Ray is actually moving. The other 2 look frozen. 3.
Yeah, Jack I think is having internet problems. He keeps coming in.
I saw him going in and out. Oh, there's Jack again. Can you remove the non-Jack? I got him.
Yeah, there he goes.
Hello, Jack.
It looks like he's coming back again.
Okay. So, Alex, Jack, you're there.
Yeah, it doesn't know what's happening. It's the 4th time that
we know because we keep readmitting you and saying, "Oh, there's Jack." Fortunately, you seem to have a sense of humor about it, Jack.
Oh yeah, it's one of those teeny weeny annoyances.
Yeah.
I really feel that if you accept annoyances as being part of your life, they all go away and just kind of slide through it and walk through it and let it get to you.
If you know what to expect.
Yes.
It should be easier.
Yeah.
The number 1 improvement that subway systems throughout the world all implemented in the last 2 decades is they put up little signs that said next train arriving in 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes. people are much happier to wait 8 minutes if they knew it was 8 minutes than to wait 5 minutes if they didn't know. Well, who else do we have here? We have, hi, Candace. And Tanisa and Sari are still with us. I
think one of the main hurdles, I think, that one we should try to overcome.
Jack, Jack, is there any way you can get your mouth closer to a microphone? Because I can't hear all of what you're saying.
Okay. I said, I think
That's not any better.
Not any better. Oh dear.
Alex, where is his microphone? It sounds like it's under
He should
paper.
probably try putting his headphones on properly, because a lot of times the mics are in the headphones.
Stupid thing this is.
Oh, wait, you can't get annoyed, Jack. That's against the rules, buddy.
Yeah, so that sounds better, whatever you just
That
did.
sounds much better. Your laugh came through beautifully.
Yeah, I increased the volume.
Okay.
Finish this. Well, one of the main things that I've discovered, at least within myself, is to reduce my expectations drastically, and I found that's has really helped a lot in my just getting through the day and whatever.
Yeah.
And just that alone has increased.
So,
my
Jack,
content.
put it on a bumper sticker.
Yeah.
What's the phrase?
Have no expectations about life.
No, you are breaking the format of a bumper sticker.
Oh, okay.
How about expect less?
Expect less. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
I kind of like that.
Yeah. The guy that's driving up your ass would say, well, I'm going to expect more. Move.
I like that. Gratitude. I do feel like we should follow the same prompts. Gratitude and practice. What's something you want to practice more?
More gratitude.
Oh, well played there, Jack. Well played.
I'm serious.
I wasn't calling you on being a wise ass. It was well played. I'm just, practice gratitude. I'm going to practice this one. I'm going to practice expecting less. Like when I'm disappointed, realize I brought about the disappointment. That's weird even to say. Oh, I still have this whole thing to do.
I'm not sure I like how you phrased that, Rabbi, where you said I brought about the disappointment. I'm not sure I like that phrasing so much.
Wait. Let me remember exactly what I was saying. I was saying expect less.
Expect less.
Because when I get disappointed, it's in me that I'm disappointed. All right. I'm getting the dishwasher queued up in my head.
Well, basically, what I'm thinking about is that when you say I brought about the disappointment, it sounds a lot like self-blame to me.
Which isn't always a bad thing. Wait, hold on. So let me concretize it, dishwasher, if I may.
Okay.
When I'm annoyed at my son, I could have expected less.
Okay.
So I'm the one bringing about the disappointment because I didn't expect less, but that doesn't work very well. I'm with you, Alex. That doesn't work. You're right. There's a hole in my bucket.
Yeah,
okay. I rescind. I take back. Thank you for helping. All right. Oh, I never checked back in with Jeff to hear if let's make sure to thank Jeff for posting to Facebook. Oh, and we got people who were on YouTube who were posting. Grateful for the ability to forgive. Thanks, Lauren. Lauren's my buddy. We meditate sometimes together. And Asher has a gratitude, grateful for life's unexpected lessons. Oh, you know what I just realized? We can really have a conversation with the Facebook and YouTube people while everyone's in small groups.
Oh, the small group seems to have timed out.
Yeah, that was
too
short. Too short.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
I agree.
No, wait, Jeff, you're actually on the committee that made that happen.
Well, was that really 8 minutes?
Yes.
Was that really 8 minutes? God, it felt so much shorter than 8 minutes. It felt so much shorter than 8 minutes.
It was 8 minutes. We had a 7-minute timer, and then at the 7-minute mark, we give you the 1-minute warning. So you did have a full 8 minutes.
Okay.
It might not skinny 8 minutes.
It might not have seemed like 8 minutes, but you did get 8 minutes.
It went really fast. It went really fast.
Okay.
That's a good trend. That's a very good trend for this community.
That it goes fast. Yeah, well, could you imagine?
The more minutes in small groups like that, the better.
Well, that's fantastic. Everyone, stick around after this large group discussion. We have small group discussions.
That's right.
We do. I want to make a special shout out to Jeff. Thank you for checking in on the Facebook people. Also, thank you to Jeff. And who else was there on Wednesday? Alex and Lori and Derek. Derek helped on Tuesday when we ran the Meg. Thank you all for helping me plan out a service, and also for being like my stooges in the group who know that when you run out of time, like, you know, it's very hard to plan this kind of service. So thank you guys for helping me plan. I have an announcement. We used to sing a song for announcements, if you remember back in the day. We don't do that anymore. Here's an announcement. What's it say?
It's okay not to be okay.
Not to be okay.
Not to be okay.
That is my new favorite thing ever. The It's Okay Not to Be Okay song. Can we sing that one more time? That was just awful. Ready? Hold on.
It's okay to not be okay.
Okay.
That's okay.
That was a little scary.
Wow. I love that. Okay, we're going to try this. It's a fill in the blank. Oh, wait, shit. We're going to do that in a minute. I want to give time where time is due. Thank you for doing gratitudes as individuals and practice. I wanted to talk about practice for a minute. That thing that you want to get better at. Okay, everyone, hands up like this. Pinkies together. This one was called Pinky Thumb. Goes like this.
Oh, I hate that.
Put out a pinky and a thumb.
I hate it too, Emily.
Switch to the other pinky and thumb. Now listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Don't do any more than that. Listen to me. You know how hard it is to do that without thinking? Do you know why I can do that? Why can I do that, everyone?
Because you've done it so many times.
Because I'm a better person than you are.
Of course, I forgot.
Darling.
That was something important.
No, sorry to forget that part.
Have you guys been reading? Have you been reading the manuals on how to run a religion? I'm pretty sure that I'm doing.
I'm still doing it, so you quit, so I win.
But you're better than him.
Alex,
Because you kept on doing
bow
it.
down
It's
to
a
you.
thumb off. Let's do a thumb off.
And let's also remember, you never piss off the person in charge of your tech. You just don't ever do that.
That reminds me of when we're talking about being allowing ourselves to piss on ourselves. There's a story of this a spiritual leader that he was followed by lots of people, and all of a sudden he walks into sees a wall, he walks towards it, and everybody follows him. And what the spiritual leader does, he's on the wall.
Fantastic. That's a great story. Thank you, Shmuley. So practice. That's what I wanted to get at. How are you going to get you if you can't work your head through the difficulty of learning this? If you can't get your head through the discomfort of not being good at this, how are you going to get your head through the practice of being kind to yourself?
Right. Right.
That's what these hand exercises are about. It's not about the hand exercises. It's about learning to get through the discomfort. And hey, folks, here, you want to know why discomfort is uncomfortable? Because it's uncomfortable. By definition. It's really hard to get comfortable with what's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Joe?
I wanted to say a thing about pinky thumb. I think it's a very individual what helps you help yourself thing. And the last 6 months, really, but the last 2 weeks have been the worst 2 weeks of my life I have ever been alive on planet Earth. And had I not practiced, so something that helps me personally calm down is to do a body scan, and just when I'm nervous, like calm your scalp, calm your cheeks, calm your. If I had not been practicing that for the last 5 years as a skill, I would not have had it in the most traumatic time I have ever experienced on earth. But because I've been practicing it for 5 years, it was right there ready for me. And I finally got the whole pinky thumb thing. It's like, this is about practicing the thing that helps my body the most. And it was right there to help me when I needed it most. Had I not prepared 5 years ahead of time, I would have been such a different mess. I mean, I was still a mess, but I was a different, calmer mess. Because
Okay.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you for sharing.
Yay.
I'd like to see
Maria?
how you do it one more time.
I didn't hear the first part of that, Michael.
I'd like to see how you do it one more time.
Oh, how to do it? All right, hands go up.
Yeah.
You put out one pinky and the opposite thumb.
I see.
Then you stare at your hands for a really long time and you marvel at how difficult it is to pull your pinky down, put the other pinky up, put your thumb down, put the other thumb up.
So you put the pinky down first on the right?
Well, no, the goal, that's just for learning. You want to do it at the same time, but that's hard to do.
Shmuley.
This service reminds me how much laughter is in our life.
Oh,
Thank you, Dolly. Yes, yes, indeed. Go ahead, Carol. I didn't hear what you said.
I was thinking of people we want to pray for.
That's what I want to bring us to right now. Maria.
These are the people to whom we are sending light and love. Joe and Ken and the Acute Care Rehab Facility of West County. Sheridan H., Rita S., Greg, Shirley W., Judy Love and her family, Tane and Kelly, Nancy R., Jerry W., Sander Feinberg and Amethyst, Maggie, Michael Watkins and baby Jaden, all the people in Colorado affected by the fire, those who have lost their homes, been evacuated, and the firefighters, Irma P., Sue and Marvin, and Peggy. If there is another person in our community to whom we can offer light and love, please put their name in the chat, and I will add them to the list on Facebook. And for the people who aren't named, but who are in our thoughts, we send them light and love as well.
Thank you. Let's start a 1-minute timer. So I was thinking of running through one more quick set of cards because we have 8 minutes. And then I thought, I don't want to have to convince all those people who tell me not to bring more material into the service at the end. I don't want to try to convince them yet again that I'm right and they're wrong.
Good for you. Good for you. Let's give him some pinky thumb.
So I'm doing that thing. I'm saying, okay, I'm not going to bring in that other topic or the other. I have a card with a hole intentionally in it. I really wanted to use this one. Not going to do that.
We could also end it with singing a hymn together.
Should we all sing a round of "It's Okay Not to Be Okay"?
Someone should write music to it.
I'm Michael. Liturgy worries me always.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Yeah,
we got to work on that.
Yeah.
I remember. I'll tell you guys a story. It's in the book, but I'll tell it to you. I was in Palm Springs for the Pacific Area Reform rabbis. So all the rabbis who are from the liberal tradition that I was ordained in, who live on the West Coast, everyone gathers in Palm Springs the week after New Year's. And I'm there, and it's a conference, and there's like sign up to go to this class, and oh my God, the praying, the services are amazing because everybody knows all the words in Hebrew, and it's like a mantra. It's beautiful. So I go to a workshop I can't remember who taught it, but it was on one of the Psalms, and somebody had discovered a vellum transcription of one of the Psalms that was hundreds and hundreds of years old, and it was a psalm, and they had found out that there were cantillation marks on the song, and they figured out that this was a way of musically notating this psalm. And so they taught us this 300, 500-year-old melody, because most melodies get changed. How do you know how authentic a melody is until we can write down music? And they found this hundreds of year-old way of singing the psalm. And so we're singing it. And when you get the shit giggles when you're not supposed to laugh, but you can't not laugh. And it's a delightful thing you can't force, but it's so delicious. and I can't wait for the next time it happens, but it hasn't happened in years. But I get this shit giggles, and usually it's when you look at somebody and you both kind of go. I had it. It was just me and there in the fluorescent lights of the Palm Springs Hilton, and I just get the shit giggles because we're singing this ancient tune to get us in touch with our ancestors, and the words that we're singing in Hebrew are, "Let's sing unto God a new song."
Okay. Everything old is new again.
Isn't it true?
I was outside the room on the floor laughing to myself. Michael, I appreciate your laughter. You go to those conferences, you know.
That's the real joke. They're safe.
Okay.
And hilarious.
Oh God. I guess you have to be. It's a
Who
good
was
way
in
to
charge
end
of the curriculum that week? I mean,
I forgot until today, right now. I had made a New Year's resolution that I wanted to laugh more. And I knew that it would be short term because I can't always remember my resolutions, but I held on to it for a longer period of time because I implemented a practice I want to share with you. And if you can find it works for you, do it. If I'm around somebody who's laughing, I do my best to emulate a laugh in myself. Because that's what, right? If I'm laughing, you feel the desire to laugh a little bit. And so I laugh with the person, not more than them, but I laugh along with them. So I get a little bit more laughter in my day.
Can I say just one quick thing?
Yeah. Okay. Hold on one second. So laugh more. Okay. Back to you, Michael.
Just really one quick thing. The joke in this, for those of you who need, because I got it. It's just because I've been a rabbi for 100,000 years. I feels like
that's a long time.
That's a long time. Is that you have this ancient thing on vellum. Vellum is the skin of a goat or something, right?
Yeah.
So this goes back to This goes back to Abraham, whatever. And the song is telling Jews, sing a new song. Same song all the time. So it's a real payout to change. It's so just perfect, right?
Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Folks,
enough of this already.
I want to circle all the way back to the beginning of the service. There are some people, when we asked how you are, there are some people whose numbers down here. And there's a lot of us who feel down here at times.
Yeah.
Just a reminder to be kind to ourselves and to other people. I thank you so much. I think today went swimmingly. I'm going to come back next week. I hope you do. Invite a friend. I'm going to stop the recording, so let's wave goodbye to all the people. Bye, people.
Bye.
Bye.